Hi, welcome back to our channel.
Hello.
Today we would love to discuss what a mess was Eurovision 2024 final.
It was.
And there are so many controversies that I don't even know where to start. But let's start saying that the biggest scandal this year was that the participant from Israel was allowed to compete. And as we know, from the very first day of Eurovision, there were massive protests in Malmö, Sweden, where the Eurovision was held. I've read a lot of comments and watched interviews from participants, and all of them said that it wasn't as nice to participate this year because there was a lot of tension and it wasn't as much fun. Even I've heard that the contestant from Israel was told by the security not to go anywhere outside her hotel room just for the rehearsals and the contest itself, and that's it. That it was that dangerous.
I know that also they said that they are not sure if actually it was profitable for Sweden as a country even to host Eurovision, because they've spent such a huge amount of money for security. And I'm very, very surprised, to be honest, that knowing that they allowed Israel to participate. Also, we watched the finale, and you could feel that the atmosphere was really tense. You couldn't actually see it when watching live.
That's also an interesting thing.
But I saw the video clip, how it was actually in the audience. Israeli participant Eden Golan sang, the crowd was booing her. Like you couldn't even hear what she was singing, and the crowd was booing also Martin, I don't remember his surname, I think he's the CEO or something of the Eurovision.
He was booed twice.
Yeah, he was, and I'm really surprised at knowing that they let Israel take part in Eurovision this year.
I read that a lot of delegations have broken rules, even though there were a lot of conversations with all of them about the rules that were broken, and then they were asked not to break them, and they were broken again. So, for example, the contestant from France, Slimane, he broke with Eurovision's no politics rule from the inside of the competition. So during the final, audience attended dress rehearsal on Saturday afternoon. So basically it's not what was shown on TV, but still there were lots and lots of people who bought the tickets and they viewed this from the audience. He stopped mid-song to say, "Everybody, I just need to say something. Every artist here wants to sing about love and sing about peace. We need to be united by music, yes, but with love for peace." I think he was a bit in trouble for that. Ben Bitak accused Israeli broadcaster Khan of inciting violence against me twice, 3 times. The broadcaster has disobeyed the rules, and I hope next year they won't be allowed to compete because of that, Thak said. Unfortunately, we don't really have that many details, but it seems like for a couple of months we'll hear a lot of details of what has happened behind the scenes. One of the scandals that surprised me the most, another scandal that has never, I think, happened in Eurovision history, was the scandal with Joost Klein, the participant from the Netherlands. Again, we don't really know that many details, unfortunately, so to be honest, we can't say our opinion. Is he guilty or not? I really hope that an alleged incident involving a Eurovision employee and Joost Klein will be investigated and will know the truth, and
what
the
really happened.
Person who is responsible will be punished. It's just interesting that something like that happened just a couple of hours before his performance in the final. This has never happened before, so the Netherlands didn't have any chance to prove he's wrong or right, or to send another participant. And let's not forget that Joost Klein this year was one of the favorites. For example, I thought that he is among the strongest performers this year. Just want to read you the statement of the organizers. We maintain a zero tolerance policy towards inappropriate behavior at our event and are committed to providing a safe and secure working environment for all staff at the contest. Unfortunately, no other details are public. I guess they need to keep them secret until the investigation.
Yeah, but what we know is that Dutch representatives, they said that it's ridiculous that nothing happened so awful that he actually was disqualified. So it's interesting what actually happened, that I think measures are very serious. If a person is disqualified, then something really serious was supposed to happen. And what's interesting is that he was also really vocal during press conference, because Israeli's performer Ellen Godin, she was asked the question by the reporter if she thinks it's okay for her to take part, because her taking part in the competition actually puts at risk all other people, everyone in the audience, everyone. The member of her crew said straight after that, you didn't have to reply to that question, and Joost Klein was really vocal and he asked why not. So he showed that he's unhappy that she doesn't have to reply to that question. So this also was one of the speculations that maybe he was disqualified because he was really vocal about the situation connected with Israel taking part in this contest this year.
So, for example, Silver Belt and Bambi Thug describe participation alongside Israel as traumatic and horrible. Portugal's broadcaster accuses Yebouf of discrimination for not posting Yolanda's performance over Palestinian-inspired nail art. I also think that Bambi Thug had some kind of makeup art, pro-Palestinian, and she was told not to do it as well. They were told, sorry. I was actually very curious about it because before Eurovision, a lot of countries said that they're going to boycott and not going to send their participant, and no one did. So this is actually very, very interesting how it's going to be in 2025, because already a lot of people say online that Martin has to resign, and that's the only way for Eurovision to continue. And also I must say that I didn't find exact statistics for the number of viewers this year. I know that they drastically dropped. I know that only in the UK it was 1/4 less than last year. So that's a lot.
My opinion is that next year we're not going to see Israel.
Unless it's going
Unless, of course, hopefully the situation will resolve somehow, because I think there's lots of things connected to it, and first and the most important thing is the security and safety of all of the people that not only take part but also attend Eurovision. And I'm really surprised that actually a lot of people were put at risk by Israel taking part in the competition. And for example, what makes me sad is that a lot of people online, they're saying, oh, okay, so if Israel can take part, then Russia has to take part in the competition as well. It's really sad, because there has to be one rule for everyone.
And I think it's the last scandal. This involves the winner, Nemo. They had to smuggle a flag of non-binary people because Eurovision said no. These are their words. But I did it anyway, so I hope some people did that too, they added. But I mean, come on, this is clearly a double standard. The singer who broke their trophy after being crowned winner continued. The trophy can be fixed. Maybe Eurovision needs fixing a little bit too, every now and then. I couldn't agree more. Eurovision needs some fixing.
Yeah, for sure. I think we all agree this year that something is not okay with Eurovision, and they need to improve lots of things next year. And as Yulia has mentioned, I'm sure that lots of things will happen. First of all, it's really interesting for me to see what is going to happen with Dutch contestant. Actually, it's interesting if the Netherlands will take part even next year. Maybe they will boycott. Same.
Probably not.
They can boycott
Probably
the
they
competition
will.
because it was really something weird, because nobody knows what happened, and for sure we need to find out what has actually happened for Joost Klein to be disqualified.
But do you think he was punished even before it was proven that he is guilty?
Yeah, because it's not because nobody proved that he was guilty.
So do you think he should have been disqualified, or maybe he should have been allowed to participate and then investigated?
I think we will find it out later, when we will know what has actually happened. But one of my theories is that the Netherlands probably won't take part next year, as a sign that they are actually boycotting this competition, because there was no representative from the country who actually
Gave the score.
Which means that they were so unhappy that for sure they said, we are not going to take part this year because something is wrong with this competition. Same as they need to figure out the situation around Israel, for sure. Same as they need to understand if it's allowed to bring flags.
No, it's not allowed. There is a rule, it's not allowed.
So then it's kind of wrong that one person can bring the flag and somebody else has to, okay, it was her makeup, but still it's a bit of a double standard.
I think, to be honest, if you don't agree with the rules, you shouldn't participate.
Yeah.
And if the countries were against Israel's participation, they should have boycotted. But doing half-half, it's kind of weird for me, because if you don't agree with the rules, just don't go there.
Yeah, for sure.
If there were 5-10 countries that didn't participate, that would make a bigger statement than going there with nail art.
Yeah, I agree. And you said that Karya, for example, didn't agree, right, to tell us the score because he wasn't happy with Israel taking part. So, right? So this is the...
I know that he didn't agree, but I'm not 100% sure that it was about Israel.
Okay. So
I know that he refused. He was supposed to, but he said no.
Yeah, I think that we are going to see more drama next year, but definitely I agree that if you don't agree with something, then just don't take part.
But definitely what we know for sure, that it was a disaster for
disaster.
Sweden. But please let us know in the comments what you think about this year's drama. Do you agree with all the scandals, or do you think it was not that big to be called a scandal? And if you know more, please let us know
interesting facts, and let us know if you've watched, if you enjoyed it, or you wished for it to be better this year, more entertaining. And thank you so much for watching, staying with us.
See you soon.
See you soon.